Welcome to Bible Bites. I'm Pastor Dan, and we are reading through the Bible one small bite at a time. We just finished up a series of videos in Matthew chapter 5, so we're going to be picking up with Matthew 6. We are continuing to read here in this chapter the teaching of Jesus, talking about kingdom principles, the economy of God's kingdom. And what does it look like for us when we are actually living out kingdom character? Kingdom principles and values. So, that being said, let's start off with verse 1. Be careful not to display your righteousness merely to be seen by people, otherwise you have no reward with your Father in heaven. So that's pretty straightforward, right? When we do deeds, wanting praise from people or wanting a reward from man, then that is our reward. God does not reward that, right? We've already received our reward if it's from men. But when we do good deeds, as it says in verse 2, thus whenever you do charitable giving, do not blow a trumpet before you. So don't make a big deal about it, as the hypocrites do in the synagogue. So Jesus is speaking to are referring to at least the religious leaders, certainly Jews. He's talking to all Jews, but these religious leaders who often did this. They made like a big deal. They made sure people knew when they did any kind of charitable giving or good deeds. So they would blow trumpets, I guess, and in the synagogues, he says, and on the streets, so that people would praise them. That's what they wanted. They really wanted to gain the praise of people. It wasn't simply that they were so interested in the good deed or in doing what God wanted them to do, but they wanted a reward from men. We see this in our day and age, don't we? When oftentimes I think of when celebrities give, sometimes their publicist makes known how much they gave and all the details of everything, because really it's all about what they receive from men. It's about men knowing what they have done. And we can do that too, maybe perhaps on a smaller scale. But when we do good things, whether it's giving, whether it's taking care of the orphan, the widow, the least of these, the oppressed, whatever good deed, let's do it so our Father sees, not men. Jesus continues, I tell you the truth, they have their reward. So if you do good deeds to be praised by men and they praise you, that's your reward. That's it. That's your Father's in heaven's not going to reward you then. But when you do your giving, do not let your left hand know what your right hand is doing, so that your gift may be in secret. Otherwise, you can't really keep your right hand from knowing what your left hand is doing and vice versa. But Jesus is saying, just do so in secret. This is kind of a metaphor. Do so in secret. Don't make a big deal about it. And your Father who sees in secret will reward you. So greater is the reward from our Father than the reward that we receive from men, which may be praise and adoration. All right, these are great words for today that we certainly can put in practice. In the next video, we'll talk a little bit about prayer. What does Jesus teach us about prayer? We'll see you then.